March 15th of 2026, I did my initial sermon in the A.M.E Zion church. And I am a A.M.E Zion or a Zionite, A.M.E Zion member. And so on March 15th, 2026, I did my initial sermon. And I cannot tell you how grateful and thankful I am for everything that I have learned since March 15th. You know, many people get up there and they sit and they look at the pastor, and sometimes they think what the pastor is doing is, I'm not gonna necessarily say that people think that is easy or that is minor or anything like that, but I do think it's a different perspective from when you're sitting in the congregation and you are observing versus actually having to do it. Okay, so this Sunday I was tasked by my pastor to be the worship leader. I was tasked to be the worship leader, and for the service of this past Sunday. If anybody knows me, they knows that I am a talker. I love to talk. I love to speak. God has been training me for years and years to do public speaking, to actually get up in front of people. I didn't never know where he was taking me from the things in my career that he was having me doing. He was having me teach people, get comfortable with speaking in front of people. So I've learned a lot over the years, and it's things that I never imagined that I would be doing. So long story short is I was tasked to be the worship leader for this past Sunday service. And when I tell you I studied all week, basically just watching so many videos of our past services of how my pastor done it, how other church pastors have did worship services, how they conducted the service. And so I did a lot of research, and I just been studying just how our church goes through the order. And like I say, sitting in a congregation, it is a different it's a different feel versus for actually where you actually have to do this. You got to actually do it. I am always nervous getting up in front of my church, okay, in front of people talking about God. I am so nervous. It's like I completely draw a blank. And I don't understand why, you know what I'm saying? And I have been learning over the time why this is happening to me. It's like I've been afraid of what people, if somebody thought if somebody felt like, oh, she don't know God, or if they were holding my past against me about how much I knew God, or if someone was thinking, who does she think she is to be up here telling us about God and talking to us about Jesus? So a lot of that has played in my mind, and when I get up and I speak about God and Jesus, and I just had to understand that I do have a gift. Okay, I do have a gift, and God needs me to exercise my gift. He needs me to be a fisherman of men. He needs me to help bring people closer to him. So when I did the worship service, I studied, and if you're in A.M.E Zion, there's a method to Methodism. It's a method to what we do. So it has a flow. I enjoy the flow. Is smooth sailing. It has meaning, the reason why we do everything. But my thing was, I'm getting better as I go. I did everything. I studied everything up until I got to offering. I wasn't quite comfortable with conducting the offering, but I feel like I did good after I studied. I came up with my things. I had to turn on my preacher voice to, to get the crowd excited, the congregation excited about being at church service. And I do know the worship leader sets the tone. The worship leader is part of the crew that helps to usher in the spirit, to help get everybody energized and just, ready for what God is about to do. It's an important task. It's a very important task. It's very rewarding. It felt good to be able to lead the worship. And so, as I'm saying, so that was my task for this week, to be the worship leader. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I look forward to doing it again. I know the only way you're going to get better at something is you got to keep doing it. And so I have been practicing in the mirror. I've been practicing talking to God. Lord God, let the people see less of me and more of you. Don't let the people stand in judgment of me, but Lord God, that they see you in everything that I do. So that was my task for this Sunday. I hope to be on here doing a lot more of this, telling you all about my journey as a new minister in the A.M.E Zion church. I am super excited about what God is doing in my life, how he's growing me. I'm not even going to sit up here and lie to you like life is perfect. I'm still in the midst of a storm. It gets better day by day. I'm still in the midst of a storm. But I do believe that if I keep my hand in God's hand, He gonna take me the rest of the way. And I'm excited about what he's doing. I don't know. You never can see the big picture of, I can see the big picture, but I can't actually, pinpoint what I'm doing with everything. But I know that I trust and believe God. I know that all that I'm going through, all that I'm enduring, everything, every issue, every trial, every good day, everything, every day that he puts ahead of me, he has purpose for me. He has a reason for me going through it all. And so I'm excited about my journey. I do have so many other things that I can want to share with you all. So if you are a new minister and this is new territory for you, I hope that you can stick around and you can join me and we can, share ideas with each other on how to, just let the Lord continue to use us and to keep the enemy out of our minds and to keep him from, trying to hinder us or block us from doing the work of God. Because I do believe that God is taking us to, he's taking us to higher heights. And it's going to require a lot of us. So sometimes it's going to be uncomfortable, but sometimes you're going to fit right in. You're going to understand what you're supposed to be doing. So I thank you all, and I look forward to seeing you all in my next video. I'm going to try to post as many videos as possible. I have past experiences and things that I want to speak about. But I look forward to seeing you all in the next video. And thank y'all for just listening to me today. Have a good day.